when like Paris got announced, I was like, there's, that's like my only focus right now is like, how do I get myself
locked in
to Paris?
Yeah.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Yes, sir. For those who know where we're at, Rye High School, where it all started. We go walk. Yeah. We got my boy Kyle Gardner in the building. And Rye High School graduate, just like me.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, man. Just real quick, tell the people what you do right now.
So I'm a cinematographer and photographer. I run my own company called KG Creative. So I do that. I work with a lot of brands, athletes, agencies.
Okay.
But also I work for the NFL and the NHL. Ooh. As a LCC, which if people don't know what that is, live content correspondent. So we basically service all of the teams for video and photo purposes. So during the games, I'll be out there on the sidelines capturing content, and those videos and photos go straight to the teams and the league's social media during a game day and are posted right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're like part of like the team that gets those clips and they go right to social media. Like Jay just scored a touchdown, update alert. Wow.
Yep.
Let's go back to high school. What did you play any sports back in high school?
So kind of the way that I got into this was I was a big athlete growing up, but then like my sophomore year of high school, I got injured my shoulder. And then I needed some kind of outlet because like all my friends were playing sports. So I was like,
which sport were you playing? Because I remember that you were playing golf.
Well, so I was playing football. I was playing baseball.
Oh, okay.
But then after like I got injured, I started playing golf because that was kind of the only thing that I could play.
Gotcha. Okay.
But to like get involved in the other seasons, I was like, I got to pick up a camera, do something. So wanted to hang out with my friends, wanted to be involved and not just like sit on the couch, and randomly picked up a camera, and the rest,
What year is this that you picked up a camera to do that?
2016 or 17.
Were people already doing that, like making content for the teams and stuff?
So I would say not too much.
Okay.
Obviously, like you were kind of like one of the first people to do this at Rye, and then we had Zach Sandberg, who was a grade above me.
Okay.
But nobody was really doing it. Like this is 7-8 years ago, and social media like isn't what it was now. And like,
hey man, I went to school in 2010, and let me tell you, the only people that were doing any content for the teams was Officer Wood and Craig Myerson.
Yeah.
And we weren't using any cameras. We barely had cell phones, so cameras were extremely foreign.
Yep.
So I feel like it's dope that that you were able to do that, and they took you seriously. They were like, oh yeah, let's get them on the sidelines.
Yeah, I mean, I started first just like with the Rye soccer team because two of my best friends were playing on that team, and I like had some random camera that I found in my house, like some cheap like shitty Nikon camera, and just went out there and started figuring it out.
That's awesome.
Made an Instagram and started posting like photos and graphics. The photos started out terribly, but I think that like I'd post like what the final score was, who scored, and nobody was really doing that. So people kind of started following along, and it just went from there.
Who are some people from the high school that either classmates, teachers, anybody from the past that might have inspired you, or you might have got some tips from?
I wouldn't say many people like inspired me in terms of like photo and video at Rye. Definitely teachers who inspired me in other ways. But like I kind of just took to YouTube and just tried to like figure it out that way.
Word. So let's talk about after we graduated. You went to, did you go to school at all for media?
So I went to the University of Richmond in Virginia, and my senior year of high school, I had like worked with the Rye basketball team, and by then I was like getting more and more comfortable with the camera, and we were putting out some like pretty good videos and photo content. So sent them all my stuff, and you know, Richmond isn't like a University of Michigan or any of these huge schools where like they have huge media teams. So they were kind of just like, yeah, like once you get to school, like pull up to practice and do your thing.
Yeah, that's how I felt at Buffalo State too. I was like, can I please write for the newspaper? Like, bro, go for it. Like, here, there's some things you can write about.
Right.
Put your stuff in there.
Yeah, so like at Richmond, first couple weeks, just started working with our basketball team, and then like that year ended up like traveling with the team, going with them on road trips.
Nice.
Played like pretty cool teams like Georgetown. Mac McClung was on that team.
Oh wow.
But yeah, that's kind of just, you know, how it started at Richmond.
Yeah, that's dope. When I read that you got most of your big gigs just by sending a DM out.
Yeah.
Can you explain that story?
Yeah, so like I kind of you know who Gary Vee is?
Yeah. I met Gary Vee a couple times. I've been in the building, man. I've been to the Hudson Yards, man.
Yeah. So I don't listen to him as much now.
Me neither, man.
But
that
like,
is hilarious.
When I was like growing up, when I was 18, 19, I was like, this is really great advice. Basically, he was just like, you should be shooting your shot. Like DMing whoever you want to work with, saying that you'll work for free at first. And so that's kind of what I did. I was pretty into his content. They had a sports agency called Vayner Sports. And I just DM'd one of their agents on Instagram. His name is Brian McLaughlin. And I was like, hey man, like I'll be in New York this summer. Would love to intern for you guys if you're ever looking for someone to do content. And he was like, yeah, like we don't have that. Like would love to, like I'll pass your name along and hopefully we can get this process going.
Never met that man in your life?
No.
That's interesting. The odds of that are so slim. Now I feel like nowadays it might be even slimmer because I feel like he probably gets 1 million. Or what is? You think that's somebody that gets 100 of those DMs a day? Or you really dug?
I really am still like all in on this kind of concept because I think people are just too scared to like get rejected or like not have that DM read. But like my thing is like, why not?
Yeah. Like
there's no downside for you, so you might as well shoot your shot in whatever aspect that is, like in work, in life, and you know, you never know what can happen.
Yeah, believe it or not, that has never ever worked for me. I've sent thousands of DMs. I either get up and read and be like, no thanks, man.
Yeah.
I feel like the most efficient way is you gotta pull up. That's how I started working with Charlemagne, man. He had a book signing.
Yep.
And I pulled up to every single one of his book signings.
Wow.
Because I could have DM'd him like, hey man, I would love to film I would love to do a recap for your book signing. Nah, fuck that, man. I'm here. And here's your recap, man.
Yep.
Next day. And I did it again and again and again. Like, oh, third, let's cross right here. And that's when he was like, oh yeah, pull up to the station, bro. We need you. Go ahead.
I mean, that like shows absolute dedication.
Bro, it's a foolproof plan.
Yeah.
Go turn right here, bro. We're gonna go through town. Word.
Yeah, I've found like a lot of success on Instagram, but now more like LinkedIn. Just like, so last summer, I worked for the Paris Olympic Committee as a content creator and community manager. And the only reason I got that job was from DMing the head of social media of that company on LinkedIn.
That's crazy. On LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So do you pay for a subscription on LinkedIn?
I have had the premium LinkedIn subscription sometimes. I don't have it currently, but I did have it when I sent that message because it's like you can send more messages to people you're not connected with.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think I should do something. I think I should do something on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like LinkedIn's
I'm a CEO.
Yeah.
Come on, what are we doing?
You get a lot of reach on there compared to Instagram, Twitter.
Right. I mean, that's the first thing that pops up when you Google your name too.
My LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been putting in work on there.
All right. How did you get in with the NFL?
So, through the sports agency, I started an internship with them.
Let me guess, you DM'd them too.
The sports agency?
Yeah.
Well, this was the original DM.
Oh, okay. This is the Vayner Sports agency?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So 2019, I was just finished my freshman year of college.
Lord have mercy.
And I was working at Vayner Media / Vayner Sports as an intern.
Right.
And like, I was doing a lot of like marketing materials. So like, I'd write their pitch decks for like prospective athletes, but also.
So this is beyond the content now.
Yeah, like it was kind of just you're an intern, you're wearing a lot of hats. But it was also like when you're in the office, take photos of certain podcasts, do some videos, stuff like that. But they actually ended up bringing me out to the 2019 ESPYs. And there I was like filming and photographing all of their events and stuff.
Awesome.
And one of the things was they were like, oh, can you go shoot this workout with Kyle Allen? And Kyle Allen he's in like year 8 now. He's the Lions backup QB. But what I didn't realize about player workouts at that time was that like all NFL players train together.
Oh yeah.
Even if you're not like
they're friends in real life, right? Like that, yeah.
So I pull up to the workout and it's like Kyle Allen, who's the guy I'm there like supposed to be there for.
Right.
And then Saquon Barkley, Sterling Shepard, bunch of other huge NFL players.
Yeah.
And like at that time, I mean, I grew up a huge Giants fan, and so like at that time, I literally had like Saquon and Sterling Shepard's jerseys hanging in my closet.
Right.
So I'm 19-year-old kid freaking out. Like these are my 2 favorite athletes.
Yeah.
And like I'm just there with them taking photos right now. So we get done with the shoot and Saquon comes up to me. He's like, yo, like, how can I get these photos? And I'm
Take my number now.
like, well, I can text you them. He's
Yeah.
like, all right, bet. Like, here's my number.
Exactly.
Like,
Let's go.
what is going on right now? Like, how did I just get Saquon Barkley's number? But yeah, like, took some great photos for him, posted them on Instagram. And then I basically told him, like, I'm back. I'll be back in the summer if you ever need someone.
Yeah.
In New York.
Yeah.
And then COVID happens. So like everyone's back in New York, or like at least of people who are from Rye.
Yeah.
Which like so he texts me in like end of March during COVID, and he's like, hey dude, like we're kind of kicked out of our facility right now, the Giants facility, and like we don't have anyone to film our routes. Like we're in the Giants facility, they have people who are like constantly giving them film, like overall film. And so he's like, we need you.
Oh wow.
So like literally while the world was shut down, me, Sterling Shepard, Saquon Barkley, a couple times with Daniel Jones, we were just hopping local New Jersey high school fields.
Yeah.
And just showing up, they'll do their workout, and like I'm getting them their film, but also I'm like taking awesome photos and like making really cool videos for them too.
Yeah.
So it kind of just progressed and progressed. And by the end of that summer of 2020, I got a DM from the Giants photographer, Matt Swen, saying that the NFL was looking for an LCC, which I had no idea what that was at that time. And yeah, like
Oh man.
he kind of recommended me, did my whole interview, and yeah, I got hired August of 2020, and now I'm entering season 6 this year.
Wow, that's fire.
Yeah.
So how does that work? Like business wise, like when you take these photos, can you post them as your own, or do you have to sell them as like legal rights? Like you own the rights to this content.
Right. I mean, that's something that's really interesting, because it's like you're just working with a player and they don't give you any kind of contract. Those are kind of just your photos.
Right.
And you'll obviously send them to the athlete, but you can post them, do whatever you want. But as I've gotten older and done more shoots with brands, there's contracts involved, and they're paying you to take the photos, but then they're going to own the rights to all the marketing materials that come with that.
Right.
Yeah.
What's like an opportunity that you wanted to be a part of and they said no, and then they might have even got it at a later time?
That I did or didn't get at a later time?
That you did.
I would just say,
let's stay on this side, because people be eating.
I would say that since I was a little kid, I've always dreamed of, I always loved the Olympics. And, I always would watch these Olympic documentaries and be like, man, this is so cool. I just want to be a part of this in some way. And then as I started my career, I was like, yeah, my biggest dream would be to shoot an Olympic Games, to photograph
awesome.
Olympic Games. And so when Paris got announced, I was like, there's, that's my only focus right now is how do I get myself
locked in
to Paris?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was basically searching on their website.
Yeah.
Basically searching on their website, looking for open jobs, and came across this 3.5-month contract as a content creator and community manager. And as I said before, DM'd them on LinkedIn.
Wow.
Ended up doing my interview, getting hired, and last summer I just, on a whim, moved to Paris. And
Paris. That's that Rye life, man. I thought that was Mr. Beast. Oh shoot. Moved to Paris. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moved to Paris.
They moved to Paris, yeah.
Worked the Olympic Games. Yeah, it was incredible.
I bet that's you made it sound so easy. I know it wasn't that easy. Who did you have to get in contact with? I know the security and the credentials is a crazy process.
So the job that I was looking into was with the Paris Olympic Committee. So every Olympic Games had there's a host city that has its own organization. So this was Paris 2024. There's a LA 28 organization. Right. There's a Milano Cortina 2026. And it's these companies pop up about 5 years before the Olympic Games, and they become huge organizations in that time.
Yeah.
20, 30,000 people. So they had their own social media platforms. We had about 10 or 15 million on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok. But yeah, by getting this job with them, I didn't need to get credentialed or anything, because they're the organization, so they handled all of that as part of the job.
That's so crazy. I would felt like it was a scam. Are you sure I'm good? I'm good, right? When I'm at the door, I'm good at the door. This is the Olympics.
Yeah. I mean, I thought I had to get a visa,
right?
And because you can't just go and work in a foreign country. You have to get a visa, do everything. But there's a lot of the European countries, if you stay under 90 days, you're good, and you don't need a visa. So
gotcha.
I literally just pulled up, got in my apartment that day, started work the next day, and yeah.
Wait, so you moved to Paris before being accepted to go to the Olympics?
No.
Okay.
I already had the job in
4 years, like 4 years in advance, you said?
No, in probably like March, and I moved in June.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy.
That's better than me. When it comes to the NFL, like I know you're going into year 6 now. What were you nervous about though, like your first year?
Yeah, I mean, pulling up to my first NFL game, I actually don't remember the exact game. I could find it for you. But yeah, it's just like there's this organization, this huge organization that is entrusting you with being on. I mean, it was COVID to start with, so we were actually in the stands, not on the sideline to start.
Mm-hmm.
But still, like you're one of 100 people in that stadium. You remember COVID? It's only essential staff, so it's like players, medical staff, a couple photographers, and then a couple of videographers. And I was super nervous at first. My first couple games probably didn't go as well as I'd hoped. But yeah, it's all just like a learning process. And I think that like working this job at the NFL is more different than like any other content job. Like it's a very
fast-paced.
Very fast-paced. Like you could have a touchdown and you need that touchdown uploaded within like 20 seconds.
It could be a kick return touchdown on the
Exactly.
next play.
Exactly. Like every time you leave your post and go to upload something, it could potentially be the biggest play of your life.
What have you learned from your first year that you know better now? Or like, I got this, like something that you're really more comfortable with? I
think just like the game flow, like the flow of a game day. Mm-hmm. Like, you know when the buses are coming in for arrivals, like when Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow walk in their, you know, in their great outfits. But like when you first start out, you don't understand like, okay, the buses pull in at this time, the non-padded warm-ups start at this time, the padded warm-ups start at this time. Where can I be on the field? Like, how do I make sure I'm not in the quarterback's way? How do I make sure that I'm not stepping on Jalen Hurts' foot, you know? So it's definitely something that it takes like experience to like learn.
I feel you because I shoot the Powerhouse recaps and it's at the Prudential Center and it's a huge arena. Yep. And I'm responsible for shooting the whole recap. So I'm going around the whole arena. So this is my 5th year as well. And I know exactly where the loading dock is when the artists are coming in. I'm cool with the bouncers, the same bouncers every year. So they already know I'm going back on stage and I got who I am. So it takes years of just getting the hang of the routine of things.
100%. And like, to me now, it's so, it's like second nature for me and I can do it in my sleep.
Right.
But first year, second year, you're really like very stressed out on a game day. So I'm glad that I'm a vet now.
Yeah. What's it? You said you work for the NFL and both NHL?
NHL.
You ever work for the MLB as well?
I did, yeah.
Can you talk about like the differences between or the similarities?
Yeah, I mean, MLB is a grind. Like, you're there 60, 70 games during the season. I did Mets and Yankees. So it's NFL is like 20 games a season max, right? Baseball is like you're working, like you could potentially work 80 plus games, like in your home market. So it's just honestly like survival of the fittest, and like you're showing up every day. In the middle of July, it's 100 degrees, and you're sitting on like a steel platform that's like reflecting the sun. Yeah. So I think the biggest difference with MLB compared to hockey and football is like it's very uncomfortable. It's not like a sexy gig. Like you really got to like be in the dirt and like figure your stuff out. But also baseball is like not a super high action sport.
Yeah.
So like
a lot of the shots are the same. I
right.
feel like.
So you really have to like mix up your shots and your angles. So like when I did baseball, I'd go like at Citi Field, I'd go all the way up to the top and get like angles of the pitcher from, you know, the highest seat in the ballpark.
Right.
Because like you do have the access to be like right next to the dugout.
Yeah.
But also it's when you're doing it every single day.
Yeah, they're going around again.
You really do need to like mix up what you know, shots you're getting.
When you get hired by these companies, do they supply you any equipment, or do you have to have your own stuff?
Some of them will like let you rent.
Like those big old lenses, man. Like you gotta get those big old babies. What they call it, L lens, right? An L lens.
Yeah, like I've gotten to rent like a 400 before.
Nice.
And yeah, especially for like the bigger events like Super Bowl and World Series and like the Stanley Cup, they'll like help you with you know, getting the best equipment because they want the best shots.
Yeah. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. Is there still like competition to get like the best shot when you're shooting these games, or everybody have their own assigned position and assignment to get their certain shots?
I think that like early in my career, I was like, oh, like I want to be better than everyone else, and I think that was just a bad mindset to have.
Yeah.
Because I've realized over time that like you're all in this together.
Right.
And like everyone can win. It's like, it's not that like I'm going to get one opportunity that the other person isn't going to get.
Right.
So I've kind of just realized that like be a good person, be a good teammate with the people you're working with. And, you know, someone might get an incredible shot, but then like,
there, go down the stairs. Yeah.
Then the next time you're going to get that incredible shot. And
right.
like, that's why I think it's super important to support all the people that you're working with and,
right.
You know, help them out, show them the ropes, especially like with the rookies who are coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's super important to just, you know, be someone that, you know, that I wanted when I was coming in.
Exactly.
Give them the lay of the land, give them all the tips and tricks to, you know, be the best photographer, videographer they can be.
Right, I hear that. Aside from working for the NFL and doing all these professional things, is there stuff that you do for your own brand that you might make some side income? Because you always got to have two stovetops burning at the same time, man. What else you got cooking up that you make chicken from or make money from?
So I haven't been super good about selling like prints and stuff like that. Mostly because I don't own the rights to most of the content I shoot.
Gotcha.
But I am working on my website right now. I'm going to start putting out a lot of the content from the Olympics last year.
Okay. Cross it there.
And then also I think I'm going to write a book about my time in Paris.
Oh, that's fire.
And, you know, make also like a photo book out of that, coffee table book.
Yeah, that's fire. I have an idea to make a coffee table book too. I post quotes every now and then on Instagram. And it's like literally just like 3-word quotes. And I'm gonna make a whole coffee table book like that. Just have the quote, and then on the page next to it, we have like my explanation of the quote and how it relates to me and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's gonna be called from, I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. We were talking earlier about a product you were working on. Can you talk about that with the NFL player?
Yeah, so I've been since COVID, as I talked about with Saquon Barkley, I've been, you know, filming and photographing with him just to start with for his like social media. And so since then, I've been fortunate enough to be able to film a lot of this documentary with Saquon, going from, you know, following him home after games with the Giants. You know, I'd, you know, have my NFL vest on, clock out, take my vest off, hop in the car with him, and start shooting for the documentary.
Yeah.
And we went through that. He went through a couple off seasons where he got franchise tagged and wasn't super happy about it.
So I can get that money.
Yeah. Up to, you know, last offseason where he signed a contract with the Philadelphia Eagles, went from the Giants to the Eagles, and went on to win the Super Bowl and have one of the best running back seasons of all time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've been working on the documentary for 5 years. We're kind of just wrapping up production right now, and it should be on Amazon Prime in the end of October.
That's awesome. So what was your role with the making of this documentary?
So I filmed most of the stuff on the East Coast. So that would be like, with his family at home, filming with him after games, going to like his community events, some of the commercials that he was shooting, pretty much all aspects of his life.
Yeah.
It's been a super cool project, and I never expected it to be where it is now, and I still don't even know like how big this is going to be.
Yeah.
But he's such a prolific player and unbelievable person, and father and family man, that I think it should be a pretty incredible project and something I'm really proud of.
Your name's going to be on the credits on Amazon Prime? That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier how you DM'd people to get into certain positions. Are you at this point now where people are DMing you for advice and stuff like that?
Yeah, I get a ton of DMs from young creatives, and it's always like really awesome to see, because like I never would have thought that someone would be coming to me for advice.
Yeah.
So whenever I see that, I'm always trying to help out and do whatever I can. I think a lot of the like younger generation these days is very like antsy to like go film that next big project or work with that athlete.
Right.
But the number one thing that I've been saying is that like, you can start anywhere. Like, go to your high school team, go to your local college, community college team, and
kill it.
Yeah, just go do your thing, go learn. And I always say like the best thing that you can do is just get reps and like practice, because the more times that you fail and do things like mess up, the more times you're going to learn from that and be like, okay, like I'll never do that again. And you just get better and better.
Right. What advice would you give somebody who just picked up a dusty old camera in their house and want to work with Patrick Mahomes, maybe Lamar Jackson one day? What advice would you give them? I would just say like YouTube, number one. Like you can learn everything on YouTube. You don't need to go to college for this. If you are going to go to college, I'd recommend like learning another skill in college and doing this on the side, because like I don't think you need to go to a college to learn video production and photography. Did you end up graduating? I did. Okay, cool. Yeah. But yeah, just kind of the same thing I said before, is just going out there, shooting whatever subjects you can. I know one of my guys, Billy Kwok, he was with the NFL forever. He's now the creative director at Let It Fly Media, super big media agency, or Two Circles now. But he started out like in college filming Quidditch. Like it's a fake sport from Harry Potter. Yep. And like now he's one of the best in the world. So like you can come from anywhere. Good work is good work, and people will take notice. I started off filming comedy skits, man. Crazy. Yeah. If you had lost your phone and all the phone numbers you had, and your Instagram got banned for 6 months, how would you be able to stay on your feet, man? How would you get back at, what should I say? How would you get back in the game? I think I would. Do I still have all my like skills and camera equipment? Yeah. Okay. I think I'd probably just start reaching out to local businesses, restaurants, corporations, just seeing if they need people to film any of their content. Obviously, I wouldn't have any content to show them, but I'll say, I'll shoot the first video for free, or the first photos for free. You tell me what you think, and
we can go from there.
Perfect answer. See, a lot of people always put like a price tag on stuff, but there's some things like when I was working with Charlemagne, driving up and down the East Coast, I was just doing it out of love, man.
Yeah.
Just being part of, just having the access was fire.
I think like when you're just starting out, the free work is super important, but like you're obviously not going to do that forever. But to get, if you are that like, if you really want to get in the door that badly, then you would do it for free. You would pay to have that opportunity.
Yeah.
So I think that that's definitely a good way to start out.
Aside from Paris, what are some other dope places you've been due to being a cameraman?
Yeah, I went to Kingston, Jamaica this year for Grand Slam track. That was a super cool event. I've never really been into track and field until this year, but that sport is incredible.
Right.
All the athletes are unbelievable, and I had so much fun down there. Filmed and photographed with like Gabby Thomas,
nice.
4-time Olympian, Sydney McLaughlin, Kenny Bednarik, bunch of just absolute legends, and that was super cool.
So let's go cut through the church. When it comes to the NFL, what's your typical Sunday like?
Typical Sunday is either locking in on the couch for like 10 hours to watch football, or waking up at like 8 a.m. to go film a game.
Right.
So
what's a game day like that you got to work?
Game day, wake up at 8.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I thought you had to be there like all day. Like,
well, the game's at 1, right? So you got to be there like 4 hours before. Then it's like arrivals. So that's like,
you get right to work.
Yeah, getting all the fits.
Are you filming or doing photos?
Depends on the day.
Or do you ever work like the Instagram or anything?
We don't control any of the like programming. That's a whole separate team. But there's some like in Paris, I was like posting my own stuff.
Right.
But yeah, for the NFL, it's all just like arrivals. Then they go out in shorts and t-shirts for that warm up.
Yeah.
And they come back in, send that content out, then padded warm up in their jerseys, get that content, send it out.
Yeah.
Then the game happens, and then it's like from there it's chaos, and it's like all the big plays, fumbles, interceptions, touchdowns, all the biggest moments you're sending out live, basically.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
It's a great question. It's 2025, 2030.
How old are you now?
25, just turned 25.
30, okay, yeah, you about to be, man, if you're doing all at 25, man, 30, you about to be Roger Goodell himself, man.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Olympics so much.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, exactly what my long-term goals are, but I definitely would love to see the Olympics in New York one day, and would love to do everything I can to make that happen. It's just such an incredible city, and arguably the best city in the world, and we've never hosted an Olympic Games.
Right.
So
yeah,
would love to.
You're probably going to be in there. You probably already know you're in there.
Well, I want to help get it here.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. That's dope. Kyle Gardner, everybody, tell the people where they can follow you and learn more about you and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so you can follow me at KGMadeIt1 on Instagram. I believe it's the same handle on X, TikTok, and I'll have my website dropping soon that I'll can link below. And yeah, thanks so much for having me, man.
Bro.
This is amazing, and so great to be in Rye and be with someone else who graduated from Rye High School and is doing great things. So thank you for having me.
We didn't graduate around. I wasn't in high school when you were in
I graduated 2018.
Bro, I was already like 25, bro. This is like 2 years ago. All right, word. So yeah, that's dope.